It was 2:17 a.m. when I heard my name whispered from the hallway. It wasn't loud. It wasn't a scream. It was worse. It was my mother's voice. "Peter." My eyes opened in the dark. The ceiling fan rotated slowly above me. Outside, the wind pressed against the windows with that hollow sound old houses make at night. My mother had been dead for 3 months. I sat up slowly in bed, feeling that strange cold that doesn't come from the air, but from inside your chest. Silence. Maybe I dreamed it. I lay back down. Then I heard it again. Closer this time, right outside my bedroom door. "Peter, open the door." The tone was gentle, warm, exactly how she used to wake me for school. My heart began pounding so loudly I could hear it in my ears. I didn't move. I didn't answer, because something was wrong. My mother always knocked twice before entering. Always. It was a habit she never broke. But there was no knocking, only the voice. "I know you're awake." The wood of the door creaked slightly, as if someone was leaning their forehead against it. My breathing turned shallow. I tried to tell myself it was the wind, old pipes, the house settling. Then I heard something drag across the floor, from the far end of the hallway. A slow, wet sound, like fabric scraping wood. The voice changed. It no longer sounded exactly like her. Now it sounded like something trying to imitate her. "Peter, I'm cold." My stomach tightened. My mother had been buried in her favorite sweater, the blue one. I stood slowly from the bed. Each step across the wooden floor felt deafening. I approached the door. The air was colder near it. I placed my hand on the doorknob. It was freezing. And then I heard breathing, right on the other side. Not soft, deep, wet, like something inhaling the scent of the wood. I froze. And then I heard what truly broke me. My own voice, from the hallway. "Don't open it." It was clear, identical to mine. I stepped back. The thing outside knocked suddenly. Once, twice, 3 times. Not like my mother, like something learning. The handle began turning slowly. I knew I had locked it. I knew I had. But it turned anyway. Panic flooded my chest. I ran to the window. My bedroom is on the 2nd floor. The fall could break a leg. I didn't care. The door opened an inch. The darkness in the hallway looked thicker than normal night. I didn't see a silhouette. I saw absence, a shape darker than shadow. The door opened wider, and then it whispered, no longer pretending. "I'm almost remembering what your face looked like." I screamed, and I jumped. The fall knocked the air from my lungs, but I survived. When I looked up at my window, it was closed. The door to my room was shut. All the lights in the house were off. It looked normal, except for one thing. On the inside of my bedroom window, there was a handprint, and it wasn't human. I didn't go back into the house that night. I ran barefoot across the street to my neighbor's place and pounded on their door until the porch light snapped on. I must have looked insane. Pale, shaking, bleeding slightly from my elbow where I'd hit the ground. I told them everything. They didn't believe me, but they called the police anyway. When we went back inside with 2 officers, the house was perfectly still. Doors locked, windows sealed, no signs of forced entry. My bedroom was untouched. The door was closed. The lock wasn't damaged. The hallway light worked normally. One of the officers even checked under my bed. Nothing. No handprint on the window. No marks on the door. Nothing. Except for one detail. On the hallway floor, directly in front of my bedroom, there were faint streaks in the dust, like something had been dragged, not away from my door, toward it. The marks began at the staircase and stopped exactly where I'd heard the breathing. The officers dismissed it as old scuffing, but I knew something had come upstairs, and it hadn't needed to leave. I stayed at my aunt's house for 4 days. 4 days of convincing myself it was grief, stress, sleep deprivation. My mother's death had shaken me more than I admitted. Maybe my mind had fractured a little. Maybe I needed therapy. Maybe. Then the voicemail came. Thursday morning. Unknown number. Received at 2:19 a.m. Duration 12 seconds. My hands felt numb as I pressed play. Static. then heavy breathing. My breathing, the faint thud, glass, wind, and then my voice, whispering, "That's not me." The recording ended. I checked the metadata. The audio wasn't recorded from a phone call. It was captured from inside my bedroom, from a device located in the room. But I don't own any recording equipment. I hadn't installed cameras yet. That voicemail shouldn't exist. And the timestamp, 2:19 a.m., the exact moment I had jumped from the window. I returned home on Friday. Daylight made it easier. Sunlight makes everything rational. The house looked harmless, almost embarrassed. I stepped inside slowly. Nothing unusual downstairs, but the air felt heavy, like walking into a room that hasn't been opened in years. I climbed the stairs. Each step groaned beneath my weight. The hallway looked the same, but colder. I stood in front of my bedroom door for nearly a minute before opening it. The room was normal. Bed made, desk clean, closet shut. Too normal. I walked inside, and then I heard it. A small creak. Behind me, then another, slow, rhythmic. The ceiling shifted faintly. The walls ticked and settled. Not randomly. Together. Inhale, exhale. The room was breathing. I felt it in the air pressure. A subtle expansion, then contraction. I approached the wall where I'd heard the breathing the first night. I pressed my ear against it. Silence. Then vibration. Low, murmuring, like distant voices arguing behind layers of drywall. I stepped back. The closet made a soft thud. The doors trembled. Not violently, curiously, as if something inside was testing the hinges. "There's no one in there," I whispered. The doors pushed outward slightly, then stopped. I grabbed the handle and pulled it open. Clothes, boxes, darkness, nothing else. I exhaled. Then I saw it. Behind the hanging shirts, the back wall wasn't flat. It bulged inward, not cracked, indented, like something had been pressing from the other side for a long time. The shape was human. Shoulders, head, roughly my mother's height. The drywall was slightly warped where a mouth would be. An open indentation, as if something had been trying to breathe through it. I stumbled back, closed the closet door. The breathing stopped. The room went still. Then my phone buzzed. A message. Unknown number. An image. I opened it. It was my bedroom, taken from the upper corner of the ceiling. Looking down, and I was in the picture, standing in front of the closet. Below the image, a single sentence. "Almost ready." That night, I decided not to run. If this was real, I needed proof. If it wasn't, I needed confirmation. I set up a camera in my bedroom facing the closet, left every light on, sat on my bed, and waited. Nothing happened for hours. 1:56 a.m. The ceiling fan shut off. 2:03 a.m. The lights flickered. 2:17 a.m. The hallway creaked. 2:19 a.m. The camera screen went black, but the recording timer kept counting. The temperature dropped instantly. My ears popped like I was descending in an airplane. Then I heard it, inside the closet, breathing, slow, scraping, like fingernails dragging across drywall. "Peter." The voice was no longer in the hallway. It was inside the room, behind the closet door. I couldn't move. My body refused. The closet doors opened slowly, and what stood behind them wasn't the wall. It was depth, a space that shouldn't exist, dark, endless, and inside that darkness, movement, something trying to form. First an arm, too long, then shoulders. The surface of it wasn't skin. It was stretched texture, unfinished. The face was blank, smooth, vibrating, like clay waiting to be shaped. "Almost done," it whispered. Then it did something worse than attacking. It matched my breathing. Exactly. I inhaled. It inhaled. I exhaled. It exhaled. Perfect synchronization. Learning. Practicing. The blank surface of its face began indenting. Eyes, nose, mouth. My mouth. My face forming slowly across its surface. And when it finished, my body unlocked. I ran. Out of the room. down the stairs. I heard footsteps behind me, not frantic, measured, confident, like someone who knew the layout better than I did. I burst outside, turned back. The bedroom light turned on, and standing at the window was me, watching, smiling. But I wasn't smiling. I didn't go back inside that night. I stayed across the street, sitting in my car until sunrise, staring at my bedroom window. The version of me standing there didn't move for nearly 20 minutes. It just watched. Then, at exactly 3:01 a.m., the light switched off. The figure disappeared. The house went still. Too still. The next morning, I drove straight to the county records office. I needed to know who had owned that house before me. The clerk at the desk typed in the address. "It goes back to 1962, she said. 6 registered owners. She printed the file. I scanned the list. An elderly couple. Deceased. A single man. Relocated after documented psychiatric issues. A family of 4. Sold within a year. A widow. Then the 5th name. My throat tightened. Peter Lawson. Date of purchase. 27 years ago. That was impossible. I'm 29. I bought the house 8 months ago. There's a mistake, I said. She rotated the monitor toward me. There was my name, my full legal name, and beneath it, a scanned document with my signature. It looked like my handwriting, but shakier, childlike. The purchase date indicated I had acquired the property when I was 2 years old. That's not possible. She frowned slightly. This is what's archived. There was a note in the margin of the digital file, manually added in 1996. He does not sleep. The year my mother used to tell people I began talking to someone at night. The year she said I would wake up standing in the hallway, facing the wall, whispering. The clerk looked at me carefully. "Are you feeling all right, Mr. Lawson?" I didn't answer. I just took the papers and walked out. As I reached my car, my phone vibrated. Motion detected. Bedroom camera. I opened the live feed. The closet door was open, and standing in the middle of my room was me, back turned to the camera, completely still. I looked down at my hands gripping the steering wheel. They were shaking. On the screen, the figure slowly lifted its head, and without turning around, it spoke. "I'm almost ready to leave." The feed cut to black. I went to a motel that night, locked the door, closed the curtains, and reviewed the footage from the previous recording, frame by frame. The moment the entity stepped fully out of the closet, something strange happened. Not to it. To me. In the video, my body freezes. Exactly 6 seconds. The entity steps closer. There's a flicker in the frame. A distortion, like 2 images briefly overlapping. Then movement resumes. But something is wrong. When I run out of the room, my face isn't showing terror. It's confusion, as if I don't understand why I'm running. I rewound it again, paused at the distortion, enhanced the frame, and there, in the reflection of the framed picture on my wall, my reflection doesn't match my body. My body is frozen, but the reflection is turning its head, looking directly at the entity, and smiling. Then I saw the final frame, a single corrupted image at the end of the file. It shows inside the wall, not insulation, not wood, space, dark, endless, and within it, dozens of figures standing upright, all with my face, all staring forward, waiting. I returned to the house the next day. I had to confront it. The front door opened easily. The air inside felt different, calmer, like something had finished preparing. I went upstairs. The bedroom door was open, the closet closed. I stepped inside. The temperature dropped instantly. "I know you're here," I said. Silence. Then, a voice behind me, soft, familiar. "You brought me here." I turned slowly. In the desk mirror, my mother stood behind me. Not sick, not decayed, healthy, wearing her blue sweater. But her eyes, they were empty. No reflection in them, just depth. Mom." Her lips didn't move, but her voice filled the room. "When you were little, you didn't want to be alone at night. The walls creaked gently. "So you opened the door." My stomach twisted. "I never." "You don't remember," she interrupted. "But you did." The closet door opened behind me. Slowly, silently. "You needed someone to stay." Her face began to shift, like clay being reshaped from the inside. And the house answered. The mirror cracked, spiderweb fractures across the glass. In the broken reflection, I saw something impossible. My reflection wasn't me. It was the smiling version from the window, standing slightly closer to her than I was. She leaned toward me, or toward it. "The house doesn't want to be empty, Peter." The room inhaled deeply. The walls expanded outward. For a second, I saw through them. Not structure, not wood, but depth. Filled with people, copies, replacements, archived. I wasn't being haunted. I was being duplicated. And one of us was going to stay. I don't remember falling. I don't remember darkness swallowing the room. I remember waking up in the hallway, morning light pouring through the stairwell window. Everything quiet, normal. I stood up slowly. No injuries, no signs of damage in the bedroom. The closet was closed, the mirror unbroken. I went downstairs. The kitchen looked the same, but not quite. The knife block was slightly angled. The coffee maker a few inches off. Small misplacements, like someone recreating memory from description. I went to the bathroom, turned on the light, looked into the mirror. It was me, exactly me. I lifted my hand. The reflection lifted its hand. Perfect sync. Then half a second delay in the smile. Corrected instantly. But I saw it. That microscopic hesitation. That recalibration. I stepped back. The reflection didn't. It leaned closer, just slightly, then aligned again, as if nothing had happened. I whispered, "Which one am I?" The reflection's lips moved. Silently, "Thank you." The bathroom light exploded. Darkness swallowed the room, and I felt something shift inside my chest. Not pain, alignment. I went back to the county office. The clerk recognized me. "You were here recently," she said. "No," I answered. She frowned. "Yes, you asked if property ownership records can be updated retroactively." My pulse spiked. That wasn't me. She slowly turned her monitor toward me. The current registered owner of the house was Peter Lawson. But the photo attached to the ID, it wasn't exactly my face. It was me smiling. The same smile from the window. Date of acquisition, 3 days ago. The day after the distortion in the footage. I stepped back from the desk. In the reflection of the glass door behind her, I saw myself, perfectly synchronized. No delay, no error. Flawless, too flawless. I understand now. The house doesn't want a body. It wants continuity. Each copy improves, learns, refines. Eventually, it leaves, not to replace, to expand. Sometimes the house doesn't trap you. Sometimes it lets you walk away, because what walks away carries it. I hear them at night now, faint, behind walls that aren't there. Other versions, thinking, correcting, adapting. Sometimes I stand in front of the mirror and wait, not for a delay, but for initiative, for the reflection to move first. And sometimes, I think it does. The closet door in my bedroom is slightly open again. Not wide, just enough. There's space inside. More space than architecture allows. And at the end of that depth, I see someone standing there, watching, with my face, waiting. If you're listening to this story, if at any point my reactions felt slightly off, slightly delayed, then maybe you noticed something I didn't. I walked out of that house, but I don't know if I'm the one who walked in. And if you ever wake at 2:17 a.m. and hear your name in the hallway, don't open the door, because they might not be trying to get in. They might just be checking that you're still there. And when you stop responding, the house will know it's time to start copying you. Subscribe for more chilling tales.